Good morning and welcome back to Beaver TV, your daily dose of industry information. Today's episode is discussing the work that Ashford Port Health carries out at Sevington, and we're joined by Anthony Baldock to tell us more. So Anthony, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
So to start, can you briefly talk about the work that Ashford Port Health plays at Sevington and also how that fits into the wider UK border control process?
Yeah, with pleasure. So we clear all the goods that come across the short straits, whether that be on Euro, Star, or we clear the goods that come through Dover.
Right.
Most of the work we do is meat products of animal origin, but we do so have high-risk food not of animal origin through Sevington, and we do a lot of animal feed stuff through Sevington. But yes, that's basically our role. We work 24 hours a day there, 7 days a week, so hopefully that minimises delays because of the short timescales from Europe coming to the country.
Of course. And from your experience, what are the most common issues that kind of cause consignments to be delayed that you mentioned?
A lot of the time it will be because of a paperwork error, but also sheer volume. So we're doing a lot of work to try and help human beings. There's always humans in the chain here, but we are using AI technology to help deal with accompanying documents and match documents up. The site is more complex than other ports because DEFRA have a footprint there too, and we have to work in tandem. But we do work very closely together to hopefully minimise delays, and hopefully those things will improve and improve. We've seen huge gains in our ability to process goods at much more speed. CDS sometimes causes a few problems for us, but we are working to try and integrate those things.
Of course. And you mentioned things running more smoothly. What can our members do before a shipment arrives to help that process?
It really is about accuracy of data, and I'm very aware that estimated times of arrival are vague because they're all dependent upon carriers of ferries and trains, etc. But the more information we have up front, and the checking of those documents ahead of time allows us to check that there's only very small numbers of freight that actually come into Sevington based on the total number. It's a large number of lorries, of course, but there's a lot of freight movements per year, only 1% unless the safeguards come in. So if we can get most of the documentary checking done, that helps us to help the trade and get goods flowing across.
Sure, yeah. And looking towards the future, is there anything that our members need to be aware of coming up, say over the next year, that they can start looking towards now?
I think they should be excited about the fact that the AI product we're using will help us kind of limit costs, but we're also working with the Trade Worldwide Information Network, which will hopefully help us do things that other ports that have things like Destinate and customs information to align freight much more quickly. But we're always about improving. And the team obviously were very green at the beginning, and now they've got 2 years under their belt. So we hope to carry on the improvements we've made, and that's the thing the trade to be looking at. But it's always about accuracy. We're there to coach people. We're not there to catch people. That's not our job. And we want to work proper partnership across.
Of course, that's great, Anthony. Thank you so much for this update and for sharing the insights of the role that plays.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Any updates on this topic will be shared via the Beaver website and also Beaver TV, so make sure you keep an eye out for those. That's all for today's edition of Beaver TV, your daily dose of industry information.